What is going on, guys? Bexio back, and today we got a brand new video. This time back on Bitcoin. A little bit of price action, a little bit of correction going on here, as we can see in these charts. Nothing crazy, but we have broken out of this ascending channel here. For the first time in a while. Currently hovering around the $47,000 mark, basically directly on this line here. That's something that I would want to see supported in order to try and get back into this channel, or try and even just continue going back up, because this was obviously a huge line of resistance. So seeing if it acts as a big line of support will be a massive test. And we've had 4 daily candles, red candles, so hit 50,000, fell down here, and it's pretty normal. I mean, this rally from 29,000 to 50,000, that's a lot of gains. People in this place probably taking profits and everything, so normal to see this coming down. We just want to see it support above 47, get back into this channel, and continue going up. But it also, we've seen lots of fake outs with Bitcoin, so breaking down on this isn't like terrible, because obviously it could be a little fake out and then continue to pump up and see what happens. But we'll see what happens to the price. Nothing huge or really bad going on. And looking at the longs and shorts here, you can see the same price, almost 47. The longs are pretty stable. Nothing really changed with them, sticking around 38,000. But the shorts down almost 13% at 1268. Something that is really good to see. Like, we've seen this huge collapse here from 49,000 down to this 46K and hovering in this area. And instead of shorts piling on, like we've usually seen, that the shorts pile on and force the move down a little bit more, and then maybe into a short squeeze, but we're not seeing that. So it looks like the market might be not confident in shorting Bitcoin and making it so the price is going to go lower. They don't think that the price is going to be able to be pushed down much further, which is a good sign for the market and everything. And longs haven't skyrocketed, so this big correction here and profit taking most likely would have triggered lots of liquidations if there was a lot of leverage, but there isn't. So this is why we're just at a very healthy level. A lot of people saying it's going to collapse and stuff. I don't see the signs for that, but there'll always be people against Bitcoin. And you can look at the prices for Bitcoin every year for today. So the August 26th, every year. And it's just constantly, every year is higher except for this year right here. That's the only year ever in Bitcoin history that it's been lower than the previous year. So just interesting to look at that. But a little bit of a big correction there, and the back over these numbers, 4, 6, 10, 11 to $46,000 today, about 47. And you just see the trend is just very obvious. It's going up in price. It has 1 year where it was lower than the previous year, but it's still, the trend is to be going up in price every single year. And there'll always be people who are talking about Bitcoin and hate it. Like this says, Bitcoin haters, 2010, it's fake internet money. 2017, too risky, it's a bubble. 2021, it uses too much energy. And then in the future, people are say, it's too expensive, I can't buy any. So it's just funny, the hating and the amount, the quotes and everything for everyone. Like, fake internet money, probably more of a realistic quote to kind of scare people away and say it was early. 2010 was very early in Bitcoin. A lot of people not going to know what it is. So this one makes sense to kind of be skeptical. And then 2017, too risky, it's a bubble. Just kind of, I mean, we're hearing talks about a bubble literally everywhere now, so not a very convincing argument. 2021, it uses too much energy. No longer trying to say it's fake money, fake internet money, it's a bubble, it's this or that. Trying to say it uses too much energy. Trying to point out things that are bad about it, even though this is FUD and fake. And eventually, we're going to get to the point where there is no more hate to be spread. You can't come up with an idea on why Bitcoin is bad and the only thing they're going to be able to say is it's too expensive. I can't afford to buy any. So that is going to be very funny if we get to that day. And comparing Bitcoin to the internet, there's been lots of comparisons because right now, internet in 1997 is Bitcoin today. The amount of users on the internet in 1997 is the amount of users on Bitcoin today. And you can see Bitcoin or the internet changed drastically. This is the internet in 1997. This is Amazon. Imagine going to Amazon and this is what you see. That was the internet in 97, and it evolved into this where it's very pleasing to look at, easy to use, easy to go through, find what you want and do all of that and use it. And Bitcoin is going to go through that same evolution, and it's going to do it quicker because it's already growing at twice the speed the internet was. But Bitcoin right now, you can think hard to use, hard to understand and get into. This says 2028, but later on in the decade, probably close to 2028, 2030, it'll just be a lot of things be integrated into Bitcoin where you won't even think about it. In 1997, when you were using the internet, you knew you were using it. You went there for a reason. Now we go on our phones and we're using the internet. We don't even realize it for literally everything. So Bitcoin could evolve into that step where you just are using Bitcoin and the Bitcoin network without even realizing you're really using the Bitcoin network. And when you talk about Bitcoin, we all talk about risk and reward, and it is very clear to see the risk and reward of Bitcoin. And people always point to Bitcoin being too volatile and too much of a roller coaster ride to want to be involved in. But when you compare it to things, the blue line is the S&P 500. The orange line is the gold price. And with gold, it's actually insane to see. This is from 2013, 2012. But for the last 10 years, gold actually has a negative return, which is crazy. It's like negative 3%, which is, imagine holding something for 10 years and losing money. But the S&P just kind of not really doing any big moves. We had the, obviously, Corona crash here, and then we're just right back on track. And Bitcoin is just massive moves up, trend down, massive move up, the bear market, choppy, Rona, massive move up. So when you talk about risk and return, the risk for stocks and gold is very low. There's not much volatility. It kind of just goes along. But Bitcoin, there was a lot of risk. I think the risk is getting much less right now. But you see the return for Bitcoin just explosive. Like, these are basically trading sideways when you look at it this zoomed out. And when you look at Bitcoin, it's just exploding up. And we'll go ahead and end the video with a meme. I really like this because it's just so true about Bitcoin. But this meme, somebody buys Bitcoin for $9,000, holding it, watch it goes to 60, and then it crashes to 30. They're still up substantially. And you have somebody that says, oh, it dropped 50%. You must feel pretty stupid right now. There will always be someone against Bitcoin, especially if they weren't involved in it. If they watched Bitcoin go to $60,000 and then have a 50% correction, the first thing is going to be like, to make themselves feel better, is say, see, I knew that Bitcoin thing. It's crazy. It's crazy. You lost a lot of money. When in reality, at $30,000, if you bought at $9,000, then you have made a lot of money. And people, long-term holders are the ones that get rewarded. Short-term people are speculating, can get burned very easily, and this can happen to you. But just buying and holding Bitcoin, historically has proven it's a great thing to do. It's a great strategy. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Just some Bitcoin news, the price correction, most likely just profit taking. We had a massive run up for the last few weeks, and it's just pretty normal to see all this stuff. So nothing crazy going on. A little bit of Bitcoin news, and we'll see, the adoption network continues to grow, doesn't care what the price does. And hash rate's still recovering. So we have all the fundamental signs of good things for Bitcoin. So short term, who knows? Long term, Bitcoin looks great. But as always, guys, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I'll see you guys in my next video.